What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the Imperial Madness. This is our very first storytime video. VidCon has just passed this weekend, and it was amazing from what I've heard. I didn't actually get to go because I need money for things, like food, clothes, my phone bill, my student loans, my car payment. Anyway, it got me thinking about a lot of things, specifically what the purpose of VidCon is. It's about the fans. It's about all of you guys watching right now. It's about you guys getting the chance to meet your favorite personalities, the ones that make you watch this stuff every day, every hour, when you should be doing homework, eating your vitamins, saying your prayers, and getting toned back the Hulk Hogan thing. It hasn't been a good time for the guy. Back on track. It got me thinking about a lot of times when I personally met some of my favorite personalities. People that you wouldn't think you'd get to meet on a regular basis. Living in LA, it's bound to happen at some point, whether it's at the grocery store, down the street, at one of the premieres. If it's one of the premieres, it's a given that you're going to see. But these are my three favorite, mostly awkward celebrity meetups. Number one, the lovely Crystallized. It actually happened not too long ago. I was out with a friend. We went to a premiere, a screening actually, of the movie Now You See Me Too. Crystallized was hosting it. And she was amazing. We got to meet her after, we got to talk to her. She was really nice, she was very kind, and she ain't bad on the eyes either. We talked about how she got into everything, how everything's essentially changed for her. And I gotta be honest, it was amazing to see how such humble beginnings could lead to where she is now. And the fact that she was still so humble about everything was kind of like the icing on the cake. Number two, from here on out, they're just awkward stories. But this one happened at a Supernatural convention a couple years ago. Yes, I love Supernatural. It's one of my, if not my absolute favorite TV shows. So you can imagine that this meetup was a little kind of hard to swallow. Anyway, it happened in the bathroom. Of all the places to meet someone, it happened in a bathroom. Get your mind out of the gutter. It wasn't like that. Anyway, I walked to the restroom, had to go. Y'all gotta go. Went in to take a leak. And who should walk in? Misha Collins. For those who don't know, Castiel. I stood and took a leak next to Castiel. What do you say there? Hey, how's it going? No, that doesn't really work in that situation. It doesn't really offer itself up to having a full-on, meaningful, philosophical conversation. You guys are just standing there. Suffice to say, I didn't really get to talk to him. I told my friends about it afterwards. He walked out behind me, and I didn't really have anything else to say. I couldn't really go. I felt like I couldn't look at the guy in the eye anymore. I just couldn't. There was so much wrong there. But that wasn't as bad as my last story. Number three, I am a huge movie fan. I love movies to death, all kinds of movies, except horror movies. I do not like horror movies. I respect them for what they do. I love, the craft that goes into that. However, I will not watch horror movies. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Kevin Smith is my favorite director. For those who don't know, he directed Clerks, Clerks 2, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Dogma, Jersey Girl. Anyway, he used to host a show called Spoilers. It was a Hulu exclusive, and the whole point of the show was he would take an audience to see a movie, bring them back to his studio, and they would talk about the movie they just saw. Yes, there were spoilers in the show. They ruined the movie. I personally didn't mind because I loved watching it. And I loved it so much that I actually went out of my way to try to be on the show. So, got online, found some tickets, and I went. And I was going to bring my cousin along. A lot of different circumstances got in the way, and ultimately, I couldn't be on the show. And that sucked. Especially when I made the drive. Whatever. We were there, we were bummed out, so we went to go see the movie anyway. We got our tickets, took our seats, just chilling, waiting for the movie to start. Out of the corner of my eye, I see an orange object, and it's making its way towards me, and it just kind of sits. And I look over, and it's Kevin Mother Smith. Holy! I fanboyed so hard, I couldn't say anything. He looked at me, he said, "What's up?" And I just kind of looked at him like the dead face, just kind of like. I looked like I was going to murder him. My cousin stepped in, told him, I'm just a big fan, I was excited, told him we couldn't get on the show and all this other stuff, and yada yada yada. And he's like, "Oh, no, yeah, it's cool, just hope you guys enjoy the movie, I'm just gonna chill here, whatever." And the whole time, he's sitting there, and my cousin's there, and we're watching this movie. I don't even remember what movie it was. But I was just, I made such an ass out of myself. This guy is my hero. If I ever make a movie, I want to make a movie like him. I want to be able to write my own movies and put out amazing movies with my friends. That's ultimately what I want to do, and that's because of this guy. And I made an ass out of myself in front of him. I don't know how I'm ever gonna live that down. Anyway, that's it for story time this week, you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked, my awkward stories. You guys have any awkward celebrity stories? Let us know in the comments below. Let us know the kind of stories you want to see from now on. Don't like what I have to say? Maybe you like what someone else has to say. But you gotta let us know down below. Till next time, we'll see you guys later.